The world is left in utter shock following the termination of Angel Reese from the Chicago Sky. Once hailed as a potential savior for the franchise, Reese's career has dramatically spiraled downward due to allegations of steroid use. What was supposed to be a promising season ended in a storm of controversy and shattered expectations, with the team swiftly severing ties with their former star. A career full of promise turns into chaos. Angel Reese entered the 2024 season with sky-high expectations. Known for her bold personality, trash-talking, and rebounding prowess, she was viewed as the next big thing in the WNBA. But rather than focusing on basketball, Reese became embroiled in a constant stream of off-court drama, from heated post-game interviews to bizarre social media outbursts. Her on-court performance quickly took a backseat to her chaotic behavior. Then came the bombshell. Reese was caught using steroids. For many, the revelation wasn't entirely surprising, given her erratic behavior throughout the season. The Chicago Sky acted quickly and decisively, firing her without hesitation. Her once bright future in the league was now cast under the shadow of a scandal that could define her career forever. The fallout hits hard. The Chicago Sky didn't mince words when announcing Reese's termination. They claimed her steroid use had disrupted team chemistry and was a major reason for their failure to make the playoffs. In a league that prides itself on hard work and integrity, the use of performance-enhancing drugs was seen as a massive betrayal, not just to the team, but to the WNBA as a whole. Reese's actions, combined with her subpar performance on the court, left fans and analysts questioning whether the hype surrounding her was ever justified. While Caitlin Clark, another rising star, was breaking records and dominating headlines, Reese's game failed to live up to expectations, even with the aid of steroids. The contrast between the two athletes became a major talking point throughout the season. A rivalry that never really was for much of the season, there was talk of a rivalry between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. However, as the games unfolded, it became clear that this rivalry was one-sided. While Clark was consistently putting up impressive numbers and winning games, Reese struggled to keep up. Her trash talk, once seen as confidence, started to seem like a smokescreen for her faltering skills on the court. The media and fans began to shift their focus to Clark, who let her game do the talking. Meanwhile, Reese's attention-grabbing antics continued, but they became more desperate as her performance dipped. The gap between the two players widened, with Clark shining as one of the WNBA's brightest stars and Reese becoming more of a cautionary tale. Steroids, the final nail in the coffin. As Angel Reese's game continued to falter, rumors began to circulate that something wasn't right. Her attitude on the court was off, her energy inconsistent, and her performance was well below expectations. Eventually, the steroid scandal broke, confirming what many had already suspected. Reese had been using performance-enhancing drugs to keep up, but even that wasn't enough. The Chicago Sky's decision to fire Reese was swift and decisive, marking a dramatic end to what had once been a promising career. For Reese, the consequences were severe. Her legacy, instead of being one of hard work and success, became synonymous with scandal and disappointment. Her once bright future in the WNBA had been shattered, leaving behind a story of unfulfilled potential and questionable decisions. The end of a promising career. Angel Reese's fall from grace is not just a personal tragedy, it's a reminder of the pressures athletes face in professional sports. Reese, once hailed as the next big thing in the WNBA, found herself unable to handle the weight of expectation. In an attempt to stay relevant and keep up with her peers, she allegedly turned to steroids, a decision that would ultimately ruin her career. The disappointment felt by fans, her teammates, and the WNBA community is palpable. Reese's career will now be remembered not for her skills or potential, but for the scandal that overshadowed everything else. The WNBA, which prides itself on integrity and fairness, will likely use this incident as a cautionary tale for future players' heirs.